In this video, I will show you how to connect Supabase to your Next.js project. And if you find this video helpful, please do not forget to like and subscribe. Now, the first thing I'd like you to do is go on to Supabase, and I want you to create a new project. Now, once you create a project, you're going to have to take down the database password, and you're going to have to give it a unique project name. I already have a project that I want to use, so we're going to use this project. Once you're done creating your project, what you're going to do is you're going to go to your VS Code, and on your VS Code, you're going to have the project that you want to, your Next.js project. So for the purpose of this tutorial, let's create a new Next.js project. Now, once this is done being created, what we want to do is we want to CD into our app. So we're going to go CD my app. Now, once we have that, what we want to do is we want to install the Supabase plugin. So you're going to go into your Next.js project. You're going to type in this command code here, npm install at supabase/supabase.js. And once you press enter, it's going to install all of the Supabase plugins. Now, once this is done, we want to go to the root. You're going to create a new file called .env.local. Now, in your .m.local file, you want to put in your Next.js public Supabase URL, and you also want to put in your next public Supabase anonymous key. Now, to find these keys, what you're going to do is you're going to go to Supabase. Now, once you're in Supabase, you're going to come to the project, the database that you want to connect to this project that you have, your Next.js project. Once you enter inside here, and you're going to click on connect. Now, let's open up the browser so it feels, yes. So once you have this, let's copy both of them. Let's come to VS Code. And what we're going to do is we're going to paste this. Now we have the Supabase URL and the Supabase URL publishable key. These two are the same. So what we're going to do is we're just going to delete this. And once we have this saved, the next thing we're going to do is going to create a utility folder right under our application, which says util. This should be an S. Now, under the utility folder, we want to create a Supabase folder again. And inside the Supabase folder, what we want to do is we want to create a file called client.ts, which is a TypeScript file. And we also want to create another file called server.ts. So we have these two files, client and server. We created a function in the client.server file that would obtain the keys that we put in our local file, in our local env file that's in the client. So it's going to create the client for that, and this is going to go to the server. So these are just functions to grab the keys and then make your connection possible. And one last thing we're going to create is another TS file, another TypeScript file called middleware.ts. And what this does is it's going to go in between the code and Supabase, and it's going to grab information that is being sent between both, and we're going to have to get that. So anytime we want to debug, we're able to debug properly. So now that we have that, the next thing to do is to test the application, and we're going to run npm run dev. Now, once you have npm run dev, I advise you create a table on Supabase for the start, and then you also create a UI on your Next.js, and then you test it, and any error that you're going to get, you're going to see it appear here. Now, that's how to connect Supabase with Next.js. If you find this video helpful, please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.